Overnight, Ben Simmons was kicked out of his team's training session after refusing to participate in a drill. His teammates fuming.
At this point, I don't care about that man, honestly. He does whatever he wants.
So how the bloody hell did we get here? 25-year-old Ben Simmons is a basketball superstar, usually.
Simmons, the wraparound jam!
The 2016 NBA #1 draft pick has made the All-Star team 3 times and helped his Philadelphia 76ers make the postseason playoffs for the last 4 seasons running.
And Simmons punching it. Big Ben, boom!
But lately there's been an unpleasantness. Fans were noticing that Ben was going a bit quiet in the big games. And in their most recent series against the Atlanta Hawks, a series they lost 4 games to 3, Ben did not attempt a field goal in the 4th quarters of the final 4 games.
He is scared to shoot.
Number 25 did not come to play.
That man was out there terrified.
When you're giving the ball up that quickly, you're scared to shoot.
When he was in my locker room, I would have knocked his ass out.
In the pivotal dying minutes of the 7th game of the series, Ben passed up this wide-open shot right under the basket, opting to pass instead.
Spins on Gallinari, gives it up. Oh, it was right there.
That's when you know that the game is in your head. Ben Simmons, you gotta shoot that shot.
Ben owned it.
You gave up a dunk opportunity. Is there something going on in your head?
I had a bad series. Offensively, I wasn't there. I ain't doing enough for my teammates.
But for many, it was the final straw.
You crumb bum, get Ben Simmons the out of my city. Burn that shit. Burn that shit.
Wow, we never thought it would get to this point.
But it was this comment from his head coach that cut the deepest.
Doc, you think Ben Simmons can still be a point guard for a championship team like the one you guys want to become?
Yeah, David, I don't know that question or the answer to that right now.
Oh, there's no doubt that everybody in Philly, they threw Ben under the bus. What it did is it deflected a little bit of the criticism that would have come their way.
Ben's integrity, skill and value to the franchise were being called into question.
You just feel like you can't
Would
shoot?
you like to remain in Philadelphia?
Is there something going on in your
Do you
head?
feel like you played your last few minutes here in Philadelphia?
And he was becoming a local running joke, metaphorically dunked on by the guy who trapped a gator in a bin.
What on earth were you thinking here?
I just jumped into action and I said, you know what? I'm not going to be Ben Simmons. I'm going to go capture this basket.
And the local weatherman brought the high-pressure trough.
Unlike Ben Simmons, we got to show up today. What is wrong with that guy?
I don't know.
For Ben, the writing was on the wall.
Ben, it's time for a change.
I don't think there's any way it works in Philly.
He can't recover from this.
He needs a new beginning.
In late August, just 1 year into a 5-year deal worth over $200 million, Ben told club management he wanted a trade.
Ben Simmons says that he wants out. He wants to play for anyone but the Philadelphia 76ers.
Trouble is, Philly couldn't get a deal done.
Unfortunately, what they wanted for Ben probably exceeded what other teams were prepared to be able to give away to be able to get him.
Right now, teams are making offers where Ben is probably at his all-time lowest value.
They're thinking like this. No, we're not going to budge.
And if we don't get the deal we want, you're going to be playing right here in Philadelphia.
So, unless a deal is done, the 76ers need to hang on to Ben in order to increase his trade value in order to bugger him off. Ugly stuff.
It's a bad situation.
It's a little bit like how he kept Husey around on this show to build up his currency before offloading him to the Masked Singer to play the mustachioed freak.
If I embarrass you, whatever, yeah?
So, anyway, weeks passed, and when NBA preseason started, Ben didn't show up.
Ben Simmons is still of the mindset that he wants to be traded.
It's weird, disappointing, borderline kind of disrespectful to all the guys that are out here.
Ben missed several training sessions and practice games, so the 76ers withheld his pay. That must have hurt, because last week, after losing out on more than $1 million in payments, Ben decided to rock up back to work completely unannounced.
Homeboy just showed up at the arena.
The 76ers guard showed up to take a COVID test.
I'm told that the Sixers general manager gets a text message essentially saying, hey, Ben's outside the building. He needs to get in.
What's going on?
It was George Costanza-esque, baby.
What are you doing here? What? Am I crazy? Or didn't you quit?
They were playing a game of poker, weren't they? And Ben, apparently his house was on the market and the bluff didn't work. Ben had to put his big boy pants on and to be able to go back after he sooked it up. It's awkward.
So awkward, he's now been booted out. And the whole thing's as unsettling as Hughes' grotesque moustache.
Oh, I think there's zero chance that he's playing out the season with Philly. I don't think Philly want that, and Ben Simmons and his management certainly don't want that as well.
This is going to be fascinating.
The NBA season started today. No one really knows what will become of Ben.
When you get paid $200, $300 million, you have a responsibility.
Wherever he goes, wherever he ends up, Ben Simmons is a
star. Somehow we forgot about all the good that he did. Wasn't he an all-star?
If his work ethic is to be able to put the time in to build his confidence back, he can be anything in the NBA.
Just quickly join a new club, Ben, and this will all be behind us.
Wait till you come to Philly with another team.
Oh, God.
It's gotten really ugly, as you can see. They're at war. Ben Simmons needs to get out of Philadelphia, and this is one moment in time for Ben Simmons. He's 25. He is a superstar. He just needs to find a new group of mates to play basketball with, and
they've got to let him though.
Yeah, exactly. That has to happen. That has to happen soon. And another better news for Aussies. Paddy Mills shot 21 points on debut for Brooklyn today. They lost, but 21 points.
Got to feature that kid.
There's so much in all of that.